Hello and welcome back to the 5th episode of our weekly training lessons.
Today's topic is alive hand flicking. We'll be talking about the least used shot in table tennis, but not the least effective one, the forehand flick. In recent times, the backhand flick has become a great solution when needing to take the initiative, making it a necessary weapon in your arsenal. But lately, the forehand flick is having a comeback. And rightly so, improving this ability will strengthen the forehand attack by getting the body into the right position. Today, every player knows to place the ball short on the forehand to avoid their opponent taking the initiative with a backhand flick. So it has become essential to master the forehand flick as well. Some technical abilities are required to play this shot effectively. The right position of the legs, arm, wrist, and correct placement. Let's see how some top players make the best use of the forehand flick. The main objective of this tactical solution is to play aggressively, to surprise the opponent with brilliant placement. Today we will look at a power flick, a placement flick. At the 2020 ITTF World Tour Platinum German Open, Dima Ovtcharov from Germany showed fine technique in applying a powerful forehand flick against Fan Zhendong from China. In this rally, we can remind ourselves of the second lesson. Remember the chess move? Dima set up his traditional position when carrying out the backhand serve, perfectly knowing the next ball would return on his forehand and expecting to perform a power flick, followed by another powerful forehand attack close to the table. Let's go into details. Here you can see Dima ready to serve. There's a lot of side spin on this serve, upon which Fan can only try to control it by returning it with a soft push. Dima intentionally remains in the middle of the table, expecting the ball to return into his middle forehand, and is ready for any attack over the table. He realizes immediately that the ball is a bit high, inviting him to play a forehand flick. Here he opts for a powerful flick which has to be played by holding the racket tight, extending the arm, keeping the racket above the ball and suddenly accelerating, especially with the forearm in the last moment. Fan is not fast enough to recover, and that power flick forces him to try to control the ball from an imbalanced position. Dima is then ready to double down the speed of the ball with a fast power topspin, giving Fan no chance to counterattack and winning a wonderful rally. Let's watch it again. Our second example shows another way to flick. An amazing technique performed by Adriana Diaz from Puerto Rico against Lily Zhang of the USA when fighting for the title in Guaynaba at the Universal 2020 ITTF Pan America Cup. A brilliant soft flick played on Lily's far backhand puts the American ace completely off balance. Lily sets up her forehand side spin serve expecting the ball to return onto her forehand. But Adriana creates a perfect surprise by using her wrist to flick on the opposite side, winning the point. That's awesome. Let's go into details. Adriana's first idea is to get in mid-position and to manage the return with her backhand. Then she decides to use her forehand by quickly switching the racket position and getting ready to perform a forehand flick. This flick can be placed cross-court. That's why Lily moves to her right. But Adriana masterfully sends the ball on Lily's backhand, showing off three skills at once. An extra back rotation of her wrist, bringing her shoulder forward, and using her free arm for balance. Simply brilliant. Here we can see a couple of similarities with the previous clip. The arm extended towards the ball and the racket above the ball. Let's watch it again. Let's move to our animated table. The forehand flick is going to be essential in the near future. So today we will try to practice it with exercise mimicking the two scenes in the above clips. The first exercise is to flick cross-court, from forehand to forehand. It can be done with a partner as a regular rally or in a many balls drill. We can request our partner to serve short on our forehand so that we can perform the flick. Remember to extend the arm. Keep your balance, keep the racket above the ball. Grasp the racket in the moment of the impact. accelerate with the forearm and generate power on the ball. At the end of the process, make sure to return to the ready position. The second exercise can be trained in the same way as the previous one. In this case, again remember to extend the arm. Keep your balance, keep the racket above the ball, keep the wrist relaxed and flexible in order to hit the ball on its left and bring the shoulder forward. This weapon will give you the opportunity to get yourself into an ideal position for playing the forehand and also to protect your backhand. As usual, the key to success is repeating the action and to try to apply the skill in the game.
We hope you liked our SWAT of today, and stay tuned for a special episode of our weekly training lessons for International Women's Day 2021.